great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. This time, Jackson will throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And down to the 28-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They run the counter. Briscoe. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Second down and goal. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Jadeveon Clowney able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. After 1 on EA Sports. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
And
a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This is really, really difficult. For teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception. Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That is definitely what we call our defense in Hollywood. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, you're... Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Second and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 2. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over to Hooper on the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
We play to win.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On first down, Briscoe, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 26, check 26. Undercross.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 4. They'll look to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, Browns. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit in Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 1. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up a throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four yards remain for second down. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll drop to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Jeffrey Simmons, his 2nd sack of the night.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. To Sean Wooden, providing finding a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Briscoe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. On first down, Briscoe. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Working with his 2nd and 4. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.